Lights, camera, dissect. Welcome back to Midnight Reel Reviews.
This 2024 adaptation of the Count of Monte Cristo is one of the most satisfying revenge films of the year, filled with twists that keep you hooked. Ameng, a noble woman, saves a drowning girl amid a storm, unaware of the heavy price this act will bring. Lightning flashes as the sea rages, but she finally relaxes when the girl breathes again. Yet, when Captain GR climbs aboard, he inexplicably cannot see her. The reason is that Ameng didn't follow his orders. Angrily, she looks at him. He slaps her, then snatches something from the girl's hand, a letter personally signed by Emperor Napoleon. At that time, Marseille and France were still enemies, and such a letter could cost someone their life. The next day, the girl asks the captain for the letter, but is greedily extorted for money. With no money to give, she reluctantly chooses to preserve her life and leaves. As she's about to leave, she encounters Ameng, and during their conversation, reveals her name is Angel. She sincerely thanks Ameng for her brave rescue, but asks her to forget her name, knowing that as a spy from an enemy nation, she could bring Ameng danger. Ameng feels puzzled by this, but doesn't dwell on it, as Captain GR Ray has already reported her disobedience to the ship owner, Old Mo. Though uneasy, Ameng remains proud of her actions, asserting that she would take responsibility for them. Old Mo, embodying honor, fires the captain and appoints Ameng as the new captain of the Pharaoh, valuing integrity over cargo. Overjoyed, Ameng shares the news with her secret lover, Julia, knowing this title allows them to marry despite Julia's noble lineage. Julia embraces her with passion, and Ameng's father, moved to tears, expresses pride. He reminds her to show gratitude to the Morphs, who funded her sailing education, ensuring she honors their support. Ameng grew up on the estate where her father works. Her mother not only raised her, but also cared for the Morphs' children. Upon hearing that Ameng has been promoted to captain, young Mo and everyone present celebrate. However, when Old Mo invites Ameng's father to join in a toast, he politely refuses, knowing that in the 18th century, servants were not allowed to drink with the nobility. At this moment, Ameng's secret lover appears, pretending not to know about the promotion, and happily raises a toast in congratulations. After the celebration, Ameng and the two others go aboard the ship, where she announces that she is getting married. When Mo learns that Ameng's bride is his beloved, he sadly leaves. On the day of the wedding, surrounded by friends and family's blessings, Ameng's bride walks into the church with a beaming face. In front of all the witnesses, they enjoy their sweet, beautiful future together. But suddenly, a group of guards bursts in, arresting Ameng, claiming that someone has reported her as a spy for Napoleon. Seeing the people hanging in front of her, Ameng becomes frantic. The prosecutor reassures her, saying it's probably someone's jealousy framing her. He also informs her that a Bible was found in her cabin, and inside it was the letter personally signed by Napoleon. Ameng quickly explains that this is the first time she has seen the letter. Over the years, the only conflict Ameng has had with anyone was when she saved a drowning woman named Angel. Upon hearing this name, the prosecutor's expression changed instantly because that was her sister. If it were known that her sister was a traitor, her own status would be severely affected. She calmly confirmed the information with Ameng, keeping it to herself, and then had Ameng imprisoned. Moore, who came to vouch for Ameng, signed a document that would send his friend to hell under the prosecutor's seemingly sincere but deceptive words. And so, Ameng was sent to the dungeon of the Cateau d'If, a place where the guards didn't care about the prisoners' lives, nor would they go down into the dungeon. They simply checked through a skylight to see if the prisoners were alive. Ameng frantically dug at the wall, revealing a prisoner who was digging a tunnel to escape. Through their conversation, she learned that he was Faria, a priest who had spent 6 years digging a 30-meter tunnel. According to his calculations, in another 12 years, the tunnel would lead to freedom. For the sake of her beloved and family, Ameng began daily physical training in tunnel digging. The two worked together. In their free time, the priest taught her 6 languages: history, literature, mathematics, disguise, and all the skills he possessed. During their conversations, she learned that the priest was the last knight of a secret order, and he gave her detailed directions, promising to share half of his wealth. 10 years passed quickly. One day, as they were digging, they noticed water dripping in the tunnel. They realized they were close to the outside, and their joy was immense. But the next moment, the tunnel collapsed, trapping the priest underneath. In his dying breath, he emphasized that the treasure was real, hidden at Monte Cristo. Sadly, he never made it out. The guards, as usual, knocked on the priest's skylight, but there was no response. Upon entering the dungeon, they found the priest dead. One guard, skillfully preparing a bag, went to leave. Unbeknownst to him, the bag contained Ameng's body. At that moment, a new guard arrived for the shift and began his routine check. Upon reaching Ameng's cell and finding no response, he became suspicious and sounded the alarm. Fortunately, Ameng had already escaped and was thrown into the sea. Years at sea sharpened Ameng's sense of direction. Upon finally returning to his longed-for hometown, he learned that his father had tragically committed suicide. His former childhood friend, Yu Ye, had married and started a family. Alone now, Ameng sailed once more, heading toward the place the priest had indicated. There, he saw the statue of the Revenge Knights and found the treasure promised by the priest. After his campaign, Ameng returned with treasure and reunited with his former crew. He discovered the grim truth. Old Mo had conspired with the prosecutor to betray him. The shipowner who once aided him and Angel had suffered greatly. Seizing control of the company, Ameng found Lag had become a baron, married to the prosecutor's mistress. Tragically, Angel, who defied their corrupt plans, was sold to the red light district, enduring unbearable torment. Ameng decided to use the skills and treasure he had gained to exact revenge on the three of them. First, he sought out Angel. The ailing Angel revealed that her son, Andre, had narrowly escaped being murdered by the prosecutor and shared details about his background. This sparked a desire for revenge in Andre. Ameng also found Haiti, who had witnessed the betrayal and murder of his father by Mo. Over the following time, Ameng trained them in speech and behavior, honing his own skills. He used the treasure to buy a magnificent estate and took control of the local newspaper, the Fair Press. He adopted the identity of the Count of Monte Cristo. 5 years later, his childhood friend, now a general, retired and returned to the local noble circle, assuming power. This marked the beginning of Ameng's revenge as the Count of Monte Cristo. Disguised Ameng instructed Andre to steal the Count's medal. He later fought alongside Albert, Mo's son, leaving behind the distinct equality for all token. The next day, Mo and Albert tracked their benefactor to a grand gray-red castle. They were awestruck by the intimidating butler, a snarling wolf at the entrance, intricate traps, and countless equality for all artifacts. Inside, they met the enigmatic Count of Monte Cristo, leaving Albert smitten with the stunning Haiti. Mo left early for a meeting, but invited the Count to a noble hunting event, unaware it was Ameng's trap. The next day, the Count and Andre, disguised as a prince, attended. Andre, fueled by hatred for his father, delivered a precise strike, killing the prey. Later, at Mo's gathering, Andre formed an ambiguous bond with his half-sister, laughing and chatting with her. Ameng was deeply moved upon seeing his former lover, the source of his survival during imprisonment, and decided to accelerate his revenge. At a gathering with nobles, he spread rumors discrediting the fair press and told a story about a father who murdered his newborn. The prosecutor, shocked and terrified, dismissed it as coincidence after being reassured by Lord Harry, unaware that Harry was Ameng in disguise. Lag's fleet was sabotaged, and rumors spread that it had strayed off course, causing Lag's stocks to crash. Mo reassured him it was a lie. but Lag mortgaged all his assets to borrow 500 million from Ameng, hoping to buy stocks at low prices. Meanwhile, Ameng's people raided Lag's fleet, leaving him bankrupt. At court, Prince Andre revealed himself, accusing the prosecutor of attempting to murder him as a newborn. Lag lost everything, and the prosecutor faced public judgment. In a fit of vengeance, Andre killed the prosecutor and was immediately shot by guards. Haiti, realizing Ameng used everyone as tools for revenge, decided to flee with Albert. Confronted by the Count, Ameng ultimately chose to let them go, helping them escape. When Albert challenged him to a duel, Ameng softened, letting Albert strike the wall instead of engaging fully. Watching them leave reminded him of his own lost love, filling him with silent envy and blessings for their future. Moore, enraged by his wife's departure, challenged Ameng to a duel. Moore's military training gave him the upper hand, severely wounding Ameng. Yet, Ameng chose not to kill him, letting him live with the pain of defeat and his lover's disappointment. After 21 years of hatred, Ameng made his enemies pay, but spared their lives. Realizing the noblest act is to repay kindness and deliver justice, he boarded a ship, seeking a life of love and freedom.
Your VIP seat awaits. Subscribe now, and let's relive every movie moment together.